Jen. I had a different idea for a video today, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So I decided that instead of that video, I just wanted to take a minute and talk about body positivity. I wanted to do a makeover video of sorts. I wanted to, do the before. This is my mom uniform, my jeans and my t-shirts, and that's what I wear every single day because, nowhere to go, nothing to get dressed up for, right? But I went through both of my closets, tried on I don't know how many different outfits, and I just couldn't find the confidence, that I looked good in any of that, and it sucks, you know what I mean? Like, I know that I'm heavy, but I've been heavier, and yeah, I've been thinner, but I should be able to be confident with who I am in this moment, right? Regardless of what I weigh. Because as I've said before, it's not necessarily about being skinny. It's about being healthy. I want to lose weight to be healthy. Because being overweight, you have a slew of different health conditions that can go along with that, right? You can, there's high blood pressure, and there is diabetes, and you can have heart problems and, joint issues like my mom had. And there's, all of these things that I don't want to live with, right? I don't want to go through any of that. I don't want high blood pressure. I don't want to have to inject myself because my pancreas can't keep up, because I'm overweight. And, but I guess I want to lose weight too so that I do have more confidence. But I'm realizing that it doesn't matter what I weigh. I need to have that confidence regardless, right? I should be confident in my skin now. So it's going to be something that I'm going to have to teach myself to be confident. My husband, he thinks I'm beautiful. He tells me all the time. He loves me exactly the way I am. And that's awesome and that's great. But I need to feel that way about myself. And so I guess on this journey, not only am I going to be teaching myself to develop healthy habits and that I can maintain and live with for the rest of my life, not just things that are fads or fly-by-night things, you know what I mean? I know that you could take pills for weight loss and you can do these crash diets, and there's Jenny Craig and there's Weight Watchers and there's Nutrisystem and there's this and there's that. But those, I don't feel like are lifelong solutions, right? But not only am I going to have to learn how to make those healthy habits, I'm going to have to teach myself to be confident in who I am at any given moment, whether I weigh 50 pounds more than I do right now or I weigh 50 pounds less, right? Because I don't know that the number on the scale going down is necessarily going to make me feel better in my own skin, right? And I'm so jealous of the women that, are heavy like me or heavier than me, and just have they exude confidence. And I'm so jealous of that. I don't know where they learned it, but I'd love to know their teacher's name because it would be something that would be so helpful, right? So it's something that I want to work on too. I mean, it's just unfair that, I guess, popular culture, mainstream media, what have you, make women feel like they're not good enough if they don't fit into a specific mold, right? Because we're all different. We're all different sizes. You might be thin, but you feel not confident in your body because you don't feel like you have a nice ass, right? Or, your boobs are too small, or, whatever, right? It doesn't really matter. There are plenty of women that are absolutely gorgeous and they still have issues within their own body, within their own skin. And I don't think that's fair. I think that everybody should be able to be happy with who they are. So I'm going to strive to do that. I'm going to strive to be confident in who I am, regardless of what the numbers on the scale are. Because I think it's important. I think for my own mental health, right? Because even if I drop 70 pounds, I don't want my confidence to go out the window if that scale goes up by 5 or 10 pounds because, I've had a really bad week, because I suffer really bad from anxiety and from PTSD. And some days it's hard to get anything done because all I can focus on is the way that I feel, right? Like my anxiety might be going crazy, and I feel like I'm gonna die, and I know that I'm not. You know, I've had anxiety long enough to know that I get through it, but it doesn't matter because it's the physical manifestation of the anxiety that really makes me feel like crap, right? And so, but I know that I'll get through it, and I always do. But those days where the anxiety's at its worst, I mean, it's hard to function. All I do on those days where my anxiety is like keeping me, oppressed is a real good way to put it, is focus on my son and make sure that he's taken care of, because I'm not going to be doing chores. I'm not going to be doing, all of these extra things and tidbits and stuff. I keep him healthy, happy, and alive. That's all I do on those days where the anxiety gets so crippling that's the only thing that I can do. But this last year has been exceptionally difficult because I have no one else to be able to rely on, right? So I don't know. I just think that it's unfair. It's unfair to have unrealistic standards. Everybody should feel beautiful and everybody has that right. And everybody should be able to be confident and not feel like they're not living up to some standard that's an imaginary standard, right? It's not fair to make somebody feel bad about how they look. It's something that it should be stopped, because some people might be heavy because they have a health condition that keeps them heavy keeps them from being able to lose the weight, and they may struggle with that. And for you to call them fat or ugly isn't right, because you don't know what their struggle is. You don't know what they're going through. And for you to point out the obvious to them, right? Like, because you calling somebody fat like they don't already know, you know what I mean? Like they already know. So why would you go out of your way to point that out to them? It's not nice. And I think if more people were nice on this planet, then, maybe we wouldn't have half as much issues as we do as a human race, right? Because some people being heavy, it's not necessarily their fault. Not everybody eats, 6,000 calories every day. You know what I mean? Some people medically just are heavy because of a medicine that they may be taking or because of a health condition that packs on the pounds. And I just think that everybody should live their lives with more kindness, because picking on somebody for their weight is mean. I want to preach kindness and positivity because I really am a positive person. I feel like if you put positive vibes out into the universe, positivity comes back to you. And I really do believe that to be true, because the people in my life that are negative all the time seem to have the hardest time, seem to struggle more than most. And the people in my life that are positive and try to look at the brighter side of things, they typically have it easier. And I mean, I could be full of horseshit. I don't know. You know what I mean? But that's just how I feel. And so I guess I just wanted to put it out there, and, maybe if I shed a few more pounds, I'll be able to bring myself to do that makeover video, because I do want to be confident in who I am and how I look, as much as I want to be healthy. And so, yeah, I mean, I just wanted to have this little chat because maybe somebody will see it and somebody will think about the things that they have said to somebody else that might have made that person just feel like shit. And that's not right. Don't make anybody ever feel like shit. You know what I mean? Who gives you the right to make someone else feel like shit about who they are? If you have that need and desire to make somebody else feel like that, you really need to look at yourself and figure out why you have to have, why you have to do that. Because there's obviously something about you that is making you unhappy, because if you were a happy person, you wouldn't have that need to make someone else feel like shit. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, so makeover video in the future, I hope. But as far as right now, I just can't, because I just don't have that confidence. But I'm gonna work on it, and hopefully I'll be able to pull that video off in the future. All right. Be nice to everybody you meet because you never know what they're going through. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.